Hey guys, Mr. Abyss here with Life as a Shonen. If you are enjoying the content in our channel, don't forget to like our videos and go ahead and subscribe. Hey guys, we're back at it again this week. Mr. Abyss here to bring you the next metal tie-in, Dark Knight's Batman, the Murder Machine. I've particularly enjoyed this issue because I'm not really that big a fan of Cyborg, so it's kind of evilly enjoyable to be able to watch this go down. We start off the issue in Star Labs with Cyborg's father having a conversation with him on the computer. Cyborg actually mentions, cities are starting to fall now. Something's going down and they're not exactly sure what it is, and Cyborg wants his father to get out of there. Cyborg's father is determined to help and try and figure this out so they can have a plan of action. The conversation continues on, and we actually cut back to the space station with Cyborg inside of it, getting a notification that someone's trying to enter the space station itself. The computer says that it's Batman. We know a little bit better than that, but Cyborg thinks it is, goes to greet him, and is instantly hit with an attack from the Murder Machine. You actually get a really cool panel after that where Cyborg's on the ground from that first attack with Murder Machine standing over him, telling him, "Don't worry, Cyborg, I'm here to help." Here's where we go to Earth -44, so we're back in the dark multiverse now. At first, I didn't realize this was Alfred, but it's actually Alfred surrounded by Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, Two-Face, and they're just beating the brakes off of Alfred, telling him, tell us where the Batman is. You're either going to die or you're going to tell us. It's up to you. Alfred is not about that. He continues to pretend like he has no idea who Batman is. They pretty much spend the next however many minutes torturing Alfred. Bane breaks his back. Harley Quinn's cackling over him. The Man-Bat's there. This is the day that Alfred died. And it's actually revealed that this whole little scene was a video that their world's Bruce was watching. This was happening inside of his mansion, so he has security cameras on everything. And he's watching the video over and over and over again, obsessively. All the rest of the Justice League is actually there with Bruce. And they tell him, this is enough. It is not healthy to keep watching this over and over again. I know this breaks you up, but you need to go honor Bruce, or you need to go honor Alfred by going up there and putting his body to rest. Once again, this is a broken Bruce already. He tells Vic that he actually created a program called the Alfred Protocol. It's an artificial intelligence that was meant to outlast Alfred, and in case anything ever happened, and Bruce wouldn't be without the man he considers his father. Bruce can't bring this system online himself, so he asks Victor, "Can you help me do this? I need my father back." Cut back to our Earth. Cyborg is just getting dominated. Normally, Cyborg probably has an advantage in understanding the depths of technology, but the Murder Machine, is just as adept at using it as he is. Probably even better. Eventually, Cyborg gains the upper hand for a moment. He dodges one of Murder Machine's attacks, kicks him in the face, gets behind him, and lets off a laser blast straight at him, which Murder Machine blocks pretty effortlessly. Bruce turns back while blocking the blast, uses some metallic tentacles to actually start controlling the computer and typing in things he wants, which creates an image, kind of not even really a hologram image. This thing, apparently you can interact with it. It can hurt you, and it's actually Alfred. In his world, they successfully took Alfred's soul, all of Alfred's memories, his mind, and merged them with the AI. During all of this, the Murder Machine's actually having a monologue where he explains that, he doesn't hate Victor. He's actually pretty thankful. He gave his father shape again so that no one could ever take Alfred away from him again. All he has to do is call for Alfred, and Alfred will arrive. Right after he says that, the image of Alfred appears behind Cyborg, raises his hand, and his hand starts to mutate into some sort of laser gun. Flashback to Earth -44 in the Dark Multiverse. We get Bane walking through the streets, begging these holograms of Alfred, which are surrounding him. The computer started to take control. It's creating more and more versions of itself and going to take down all of the enemies that Batman ever faced. Essentially, it's a program that's there to protect Bruce through whatever means necessary. And you get a really, really cool scene where Bane's begging these Alfreds, "Please don't kill me. I will leave. I will never do crime again. I'm completely sorry. Let me go back to Santa Prisca." And all they're sitting there saying is, "How may I help you? How may I help you? How may I help you? You don't have to kill me. How may I help you?" Boom. Bane's dead. We switch back to the Bat Cave in this universe, and Cyborg is confronting Batman. This program has gone completely out of control. It won't stop replicating, and now it's come to the Bat Cave wanting to be let in. Bruce is telling Cyborg that he'll figure out a way to stop this. Just give him a little more time. He's not going to lose his father again. And Cyborg lets him know that's not an option. We don't have enough time to introduce something to the program that could change Alfred's personality, fix him from being a murderous entity. We need to stop him right now or we're all going to die. And Bruce turns back and looks at him just with the coldest eyes. I don't think Bruce is having any of it. Cut back to our world in the middle of the fight. Murder Machine is still continuing his monologue, telling Cyborg he remembers the fear when they surrounded him, knowing that it was not going to work. There was nothing that he could do. And when they grabbed him and started to spread throughout his body like a virus, he was still afraid. But this Alfred AI fixed that. He reprogrammed Bruce's fear to no longer be there. He replaced Bruce's flesh with machine to counter any aging that could be done. He rebuilt him and made him stronger. Cyborg doesn't want to listen to it anymore. Hits the Alfred holograms with another blast, kind of clears them out for a moment, but they're already starting to reform. Cyborg tells Batman, you can throw anything you can have at me, but I will stop you. I know you've been trying to hack the system this entire time. I know you're trying to take the space station, but I'm one step ahead of you. And Cyborg could not have been any more incorrect than he's about to find out he is. Murder Machine turns to him and tells him, I don't have any weaknesses to exploit, Victor. My father made me that way. I'm sorry your father didn't do the same thing for you. You fail to see that I have no interest in your computer systems at all. Victor doesn't realize that Bruce is here to distract him, so that Cyborg cannot assist in any way, and he even remarks to Victor that, in an instant, you crippled your nation's military, and you gave up your hometown of Detroit for me to remake in my own image. It's already over. You just hadn't seen it yet. And it's actually shown down in Detroit that these Alfred constructs are starting to just tear apart the city, killing everyone in their way, and this is enraging Victor. He's had enough. He blows lasers through a bunch of the Alfreds and decides to take down this evil version of Bruce. Flashback to the evil multiverse. Murder Machine continues his monologue, flashes back to the images of the past in his multiverse, and asks him, well, what do you think you're going to do? I already took down the entire Justice League. You're by yourself. You are nothing to me. And you actually have another scene where I love it, because the Flash tried to do it, now Cyborg's trying to do it. They tried to appeal to the humanity in Bruce. He's a kind person, he's compassionate. He may be dark and brooding, but they know deep down inside he's great. He's even telling Bruce, I can feel your programming trying to shut me down. And the only reason I'm still awake is because you want me to be. The best part of you is your humanity. We can fix you, Bruce, as long as you want it. Murder Machine doesn't want it at all. He is precisely what he wants to be. Alfred, his father, will always be there for him, and he will always be there for his father in turn. Everything else is considered a weakness. This is one of the coldest versions of Bruce I've ever seen. He grabs Cyborg's head and rips it out of his body with his spine still connected, effectively killing Cyborg. He continues on with his thoughts in his head, saying, this should have done it. I should have started my amazing era where I protected the world and did what is necessary to make it a good place. But I found out that there was no hope. This is a dark multiverse world. It is meant to die, and there is nothing that I can do with all of this power. But in the background, you see the Batman Who Laughs approaching him, notifying him that there is another place. If you come with me, we can go get it and fix everything that's happened here. And to this whole logical version of Bruce makes perfect sense, and he agrees to go with him. The fighting continues against Cyborg, but it looks like he's fighting a losing battle. Everything that he throws at Batman, Batman blocks, and he makes one more attempt at a good attack and breaks through a shield of Batman's, and something grabs him from behind. It looks like a gigantic hand. As we are shown in the next 2-page spread, the Murder Machine is not the only person in the space station at this time. In fact, every single other evil iteration of Batman is there, and the Doomsday version just crushes Victor into the ground. And while all this is happening, the Murder Machine actually explains to Victor that, hey, I'm going to go ahead and turn the communications back on. I actually want your father to hear this. So all the different versions of the evil Batman surround Victor, who is just laying helpless on the ground, and they just start pummeling him. The Wonder Woman Batman's holding him by the head, while the Murder Machine just rips his arm off. They just stomp on him and beat him and torture him. And Victor's dad is screaming, "Is there anything I can do to help you? Are you okay? What's going on?" And there's absolutely nothing. So Murder Machine thanks Dr. Stone. "Sir, you've been a great service to us, and one of my associates will be there pretty soon so that you may continue to be a great service. Terminate call." And I was incorrect. Actually, the Batman Who Laughs is there. He approaches Victor and starts speaking with him. And it's actually revealed they had actually figured out how to use this metal. They would have been able to wield it and done quite a bit of damage probably to their invasion. But they didn't have to, and now they're going to show them what happens when you don't. Batman Who Laughs continues to speak with Cyborg. And he starts, you kind of see the warped mentality of this Batman. To him, he thinks the only reason we're here is because this world is evil enough to allow us to be here. It needs us. We heard it ringing out to us throughout the cosmos. And we came to it, not with a question of how to help it, but with an answer. And that takes us to the end of the issue. Now some afterthoughts. I've got to say, it's just enjoyable as last week. And I'll let y'all go ahead and know, I hate Cyborg and I hate Aquaman. So this issue for me was wonderful. Love seeing him get dominated by someone who's more adept at using his own technology than he is. Once again, I also say, I don't know how the Justice League and Batman are going to make it out of this. The Red Death was bad enough. This Murder Machine is just as bad, maybe worse. Apparently he can be anywhere at one time. These holograms, these constructs, I guess you would call them, that he makes of Alfred are actually physical. You can touch them. They can hurt you. They can blast you. And he just has an infinite army, from what I can see, that he could spread around the city. Didn't seem like it took too much for him to take out his Justice League, and ours probably can't be that much better. It's going to be interesting to see how DC actually brings us out of all of this and finds a way for our Justice League and Batman to fix it, because there's no way they're doing it. The Batmen are better at each of them than what they do. That's it for this week. If you're enjoying our content, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.